been a day. I bet you're thinking to yourself, wow, this guy really looks like a Karthus main. You're right, of course. Cool thing about face masks is that you don't really have to pay attention to what your face looks like. You can just pop it over there and not shave, not do anything. So it's very, very convenient for me to not do shit about my own appearance and then just go to work and then come back. Now, obviously, this is clearly the best time I could possibly be making a video, especially since, if you can hear that, they're doing some construction or something just above my room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this mess up. I'm gonna come back here, probably here in like an hour or so, and actually make a video. But I thought I'd show you my beautiful visage before I actually, you know, make an effort. Yeah, this was a bad idea. I don't know. Whether it's worse for wear or not, couldn't tell you. Anyhow, I'm some semblance of normal? No. I no longer look like a hobo, I guess. I look like a Karthus man. So in the past 48 hours, we've gotten confirmation of Infernal Karthus. We got an idea of what the skin looks like at base. We also have an idea of what the chromas look like too. So far, this seems to be pretty much the final product. It all looks really, really nice. Super looking forward to all the new Karthus stuff that's about to come out. All the Infernal Karthus stuff, a couple of buffs you're looking at too. Sounds like they're doing a mini rework, actually. Riot Phlox is putting it in the works. He says a lot of it's in kind of like a prototyping stage right now. So for the most part, it's just about pushing it away from jungle and more towards mid. Of course, the reason I have for being so hype about these changes is that I actually suggested way back in May to putting grounding and knockdown on the W. And grounding and knockdown is really just what Cassiopeia has on her W. As a battle mage, the two playstyles are very similar, so I thought I would like complement his kit a lot. So so Phlox didn't exactly say that my idea was the one that went through, but it's basically exactly what I asked for with a little bit more. They added a plus 20% additional slow on targets that would move through. Again, this is all very much going to be in the introductory phases. There's no guarantee any of this is going to live. So really, we should be seeing a lot of buffs towards laning, being able to 1v1 instead of assisting a gank. Hopefully it's stuff that really just helps out his ability to bully people, because he's really designed to be a bully in lane. I always compare him to being like the Jace of mid lane. He's that specialized, I think, in just being able to trade constantly and being able to poke whenever he can. That really defines him as a character. I would really hate to lose that in favor of just being a global press R button, kind of like he is now in jungle. That's not the playstyle I like to see. I've called Karthus jungle brain dead, crayon eating, all that jazz for a while now. So these changes towards mid lane Karthus should be a lot healthier, a lot more fun to play too. And I hope everyone enjoys them. So I'm going to be working with Phlox as much as I can, me, Kanan, everyone else in the League community, really. So if you have any suggestions or any shit posts as well, just bring them over to r/Karthus mains. I own the subreddit over there, so I can moderate and make sure all that content gets out as much as it needs to. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to look forward to. As far as favorite chromas go, I'm kind of sad because I realized they aren't going to do recolors for particle effects on chromas. It's all going to be just that same orange, ash-looking particle effects they've got going right now, which they don't look bad. They look really good, actually. But having orange particle effects on a purple skin is kind of weird. So I don't know if I can mod in some particle effects, because I could have done that earlier on. A long time ago, you were able to mod in custom skins, particle effects into your League games. I'm pretty sure there's not a way to hook into the client like there used to be. Hopefully I can reach out to someone in chat about it. If anyone else knows more about that than I do, I'm more than happy to talk to them too. I would really like to see these changes go to life eventually. But in order to buff it like we're trying to do, we need to nerf it accordingly as well, and hopefully in a direction that nerfs jungle without nerfing lane. In the past, writers have said that adding percent reduction on Q to epic monsters, or to large monsters, was something they didn't want to do, because they want to keep him as a jungler in a sense. So they want him to still be able to be played in the jungle too. Pushing champions out like that, pushing them as forcefully as they can, and doing small changes like the percent reduction isn't a direction Riot wants to go in. Just like how they've been doing recently by adding champions' abilities in the jungle, like, you know, Morgana W having enhanced damage to monsters. They're trying to get as many champions into the jungle meta as possible without taking any away. So making these changes and forcing Karthus out of the jungle entirely isn't in the agenda for them. So I'm just trying to make sure that you all understand that whenever you try to send suggestions to me, because I know already I'm going to get like a million, hey, just add percent reduction on Q. The problem is, to summarize, is that Karthus has a very fast clear speed in the jungle. The fastest in the game, easily. I've gotten sub 3 minute clears. Sub 3 minutes as in the game reaches 3 minutes, not it takes me 3 minutes to clear. So it is wicked fast. The fact that Karthus can reach that, and even AD champions struggle with that right now, is insane. I need to pad this out for 10 minutes. Since we're getting a buff, hopefully a buff for lane Karthus in the near future, I'll say this preemptively. If any of you build Roa, you're probably doing it wrong. Ludens is probably one of the best items to get right now in pretty much every case. There's very few examples you want to go Rod of Ages instead. Leandres is a good item. Oblivion Orb is a good item. Morellonomicon is a bad item. Let's see here. Do y'all want to learn how to hit Qs? I can show you how to hit Qs real quick. That's actually one of the easiest things to practice on Karthus and to learn. You literally pretend like you're about to farm your own minions. Pretend this is Dota 2 for a second. As soon as you think the enemy laner is going to try to CS, you would pop a Q in their direction. It's really easy to practice this on melees. Zed is a classic example. Fizz even too. If you have friends who own those champions, just go in and do a 1v1 with them real quick. Try to time your Qs based on when you think they're going to take their CS. And Zed will teach you a little bit about how to think about melee, about range too. So that's definitely the place to start. Because if Zed wants to, he can use Q to take the minions instead, since he has a fairly low cooldown for that guy, and it's all on energy instead of mana. So that's how you start developing kind of the habit of looking where to cast Q, especially in the laning phase. And you'll get enough practice with ranged champions, because just about every single matchup in mid lane's ranged right now. Every losing matchup in mid is ranged. So once you figure out pretty much where to place Qs, and when to place Qs too, because timing is a really important factor in that as well, you'll start to win a lot of your games just based on pure poke and being able to cheese someone before they can even get their CS in order. That's also one reason why he works in top lane as well, is because he can freely poke a lot of the melee matchups up top. If changes like the ones we're seeing go through, Karthus will easily be a top laner as well, just because he has so much bully potential. Like I said, he's very much comparable to being the Jace of mid lane. Tons of poke, tons of pressure. Being able to apply that and learning how to apply that is actually what makes a really good Karthus player. I'm sure there's a ton of other stuff I could provide, insight for. I'm just really bad at that. That's one of the biggest reasons I don't have a guide right now. Guide soon, TM. But you can glean a lot from what I do just by watching my stream, I feel like. And hopefully my videos too, if I'm doing a good job of that. I need to make more informational content, I feel like, especially if Karthus mid gets really popular, which if these changes go through, he might be. So yeah, talk to me. Talk to the guys over at Karthus Mains. We all know a lot. The biggest people who are influential in there probably are going to be Hashim Shem. Yes, it's a pretty obvious parody. Sertra probably knows quite a bit as well. Who else do we have as high elo in there? I gotta pull up Discord. There's also Intra over there as well. Lil Karth, if you can ever get a hold of him, he's usually not on Discord, but he streams a lot as well. There's a ton of guys who know a ton more about Karthus too. So if you want to learn how to play a specific champion, there are people who can help you play a specific champion. And a big thank you for all the people who are in my little community here. I wouldn't have heard about these changes unless someone pinged me in Discord like 5 times for it. Yeah, it's thanks to a lot of you guys over in the Discord and the subreddit who are keeping everyone updated on that. Without you guys, I wouldn't have known about this to begin with. I still follow a lot of creators on Twitter, especially, so hopefully I'm updated whenever those things come along, but sometimes I just don't see it. So getting like 12 pings in one day about it was really good. And then I also just really enjoy chatting with a lot of you guys on Discord as well. So if you want to shoot me a ping, I'm usually not busy. Just, you know, being a neckbeard. Send help. I need friends. So like any proper YouTuber, I'm going to recommend you bring all of your suggestions, any kind of buffs or nerfs you have in mind down into the comment section below. Totally not a shill, by the way. You can like and subscribe too, I guess, if you care about my personal happiness. I usually stream all of my shenanigans over at twitch.tv/Kartharsis. You're more than welcome to head over there if you'd like. Otherwise, I live vicariously, often through Eli's channel as well. I play other shit with him too, so that I just don't stream on there. So if you want to watch variety content of me, you can usually see that through Feeling of Exile, since he's my friend. That'll be it for today, I think. I hope y'all have a great one. I'll see you later.